Yo, what's up, Mark? How we doing? First stream back in a hot minute. I'm alive, Richard. I am alive. It was a long week, man. I'm hanging in there. It was a long week of work out in the middle of nowhere in Mississippi. It was freezing cold despite it being the South. You get some water. But that's okay, we're back. We're building a computer today. This one is going to be going out to someone from Purple Haze community, one of my partners. He is going to be giving this away to someone in his community pretty soon. So we're building it, and then at some point we'll ship it out after he figures out who the giveaway is going to. Dark Killer, how we doing? Alrighty. So I think the last one of these that we built, we did it in like 40 minutes. So maybe we'll just we'll slow it down a little bit, you know? MJ, how we doing? Welcome in. Ammo, how we doing? All right, so you guys might remember the last one. It has a Ryzen 5 7600, 7700 XT GPU. Got this B650-M Pro RS Wi-Fi from Asrock motherboard. Nice little Deepcool air cooler with the RGB fan in it. 750 watt power supply from Seasonic. 32 gigs of RAM from Team Group, and this Adata 1 terabyte SSD. It's a Gen 4 SSD, pretty good, pretty fast. Yeah, let's get into the build. RK, what's up, my guy? Sorry you haven't been able to do anything for the past week because I've been gone, but you know, hopefully you can get back to work now. And now that you got somebody to watch while you're working, you know. Okay. Let's get our stuff arranged over here. Got all this good stuff to put in here. The Asrock Pro B650M. Yeah, I think we legit, if I remember right, I'm pretty sure we built this thing in like 45 minutes last week. Maybe it was a slightly different computer, but it's basically the same thing in terms of what it takes to put together. It's a very easy build, just, you know, no liquid cooling, doesn't have a bunch of extra RGB fans and stuff. It's just nice and simple. Yeah, 40 to 45 minutes. What's the case I'm using for this? This is it has a Thermaltake S200 RGB. It's a nice kind of smaller mid-tower case in black. It is warm in my office right now. I left the computer on overnight, running like a benchmark, so I had to leave, and it's pretty warm in here now. I'm gonna turn the cooling system on. Turn the AC on for just a minute here. See if we can cool it down. Alrighty, there's our cute little motherboard. Look at that. Oh, look at that. First, we're gonna put in our Ryzen 5 7600 CPU. How's everybody doing today? What's going on? Get rid of the stock cooler, so we will not be using that in here. If anyone never needs an AMD stock cooler, just let me know. Got a couple of them laying around. Okay, now we can put that in. First time catching one of your streams, it's just some guy. But are you that guy? Welcome into the stream, though. I appreciate you coming in. Looks like we're building the PC at Jurassic Park. What do you mean? Why does it look like Jurassic Park? I'm confused. All right, CPU installed. Boom. You're not that guy. You're dashing and listening, like door dashing? All right, well, don't get in a car accident. I don't want to be the reason why, you know, someone doesn't get their food. You'll be doing a Threadripper build in 2 weeks? Ooh. What for? Is it gonna be like a server or something? The vibrations in your water glass? Oh yeah. This table definitely, it wiggles a little bit, which is always unfortunate because when I'm doing stuff, that means the camera also kind of wiggles, but oh well. Oops. Oh no, what was that? Just kidding, everything's fine. All right, let's get our SSD in here. Hey, Mark Wagner, what's up? Door dashing, let's go. What, I guess I probably shouldn't ask you too many questions while you're driving, but what kind of food are you delivering right now? What do we got? What's on the menu? I mean, we don't need to know like what the actual food itself is, but like, what kind of food? Just for your graphics, video editing, and chess position analysis? Dang. That feels like maybe a little bit overkill for chess analysis, but yeah, what do I know about chess? But yeah, I could see it being pretty good for video editing and stuff, having all those cores. And access to a lot of RAM, assuming it has, you know, assuming you have a bunch of RAM in there. Open the bay and tell us what's inside. You imagine trying to get a tiny screw in and your wife comes toot stomping through with that shaky table? Hilarious. I mean, the table itself doesn't shake so much, but this, because this camera is up on a big, like, long arm, any sort of shaking and it just sits there and like resonates. So the table itself isn't bad. It's more of like the things attached to it make it worse. Thai food just got dropped off. Love me some Thai food. I had Thai food twice while I was in Mississippi because it was like just down the road from where I was, like the hotel I was staying in. And it was like, I mean, everything in Mississippi, it seems, is really reasonably priced, but it especially was reasonably priced and good. What's up, Hatfield? How we doing? I'll use all the cores and as much memory as you can afford. The chess thing will, or the rest of it? I just can't imagine like a chess game or a chess like analysis thing needing, I guess it depends on what Threadripper you have, but needing a lot of cores. Seems like something that could be done fairly easily. And mouse is hanging on for dear life. It's barely overhanging. You guys are just a bunch of divas. Watch this, General. How's that make you feel? We move just a little closer over the edge. You have 32 cores and 256 gigabytes of RAM. There's no way that's necessary. It probably is, but that's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. You haven't been in the stream for a while. I got a lot of shit talking to catch up on. Fair enough. Fair enough. A little more. A little more. Okay. How about that? Just a little bit. I love it. I love it. Makes me happy. All right. Let's get these guys out here. If anyone drops a gifted sub, I'll move it just a little closer. How about that? That's our new thing for today's stream. Every gifted sub, I'm just gonna push it a little closer to the edge. It seems fun, right? Seems like a good idea, right? Yo, what's up, Whiskey Warlock? How we doing? Well, I'm back from my work trip for a few days. So, you know, getting caught up on some stuff I missed out on and trying to get back into like actually posting things on my socials because I did not do a good job of that while I was on my work trip. But, yeah, we're leaving again on Wednesday to go visit family, which we've had that planned for months, but like, the work trip was not. I literally found out about that work trip the Monday prior to leaving, so. Does it feel extra cold being back home? Not really, because it was cold in Mississippi. Like, it was in the 30s and 40s the whole time I was in Mississippi, so. It felt like I never left in terms of weather. Okay, that feels pretty good. Sweet. This does come with this Deepcool compound, but I've got a bunch of other compounds because I did all that testing recently, so we'll just throw some down there. You should do a PC build on vacation. I don't think I can. I mean, there's nothing wrong. It wouldn't be that hard to do, but the problem is I don't have a build to do ready to go for when I leave on Wednesday. Also, we don't have like a huge giant car, so transporting it back would be kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. Like, we'll visit my family first, and then we're gonna drive down to like Southern Oregon first, and then we'll drive up to Jules' family in the Portland area, and then we'll come back home. Oh, look at that. Look at all of that. All right, we got way too much, so. Let's get our paper towel out of here. Headed to Krispy Kreme and Bad Daddy Burger now. Ooh. That's what I call, like, that's the right kind of thing to DoorDash. Right there, Krispy Kreme, Bad Daddy Burger. I mean, I don't know what Bad Daddy Burger is, but like, I can imagine, right? Imagine it being a good thing to crave for like a late dinner or an early dinner, depending on where you are. All right, that looks pretty good. That's we used some Noctua, definitely higher quality stuff than the stuff that the Deepcool came with. Noctua NT-H2. If you watch my recent video, this stuff performed really well with my Intel i7-12700K in my test bench. So figured, why not use it here? Where's the rest of this? Oh, they're built in. Duh, jeez. Sounds like some pornography meat fest. You know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Mark. Okay. Ooh, look at that. You got those. You can see the copper tubes. They're all bent, and then they go and machine over the top of them with the aluminum. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Kind of sucks a bit that you'll be gone when Season 1 drops for Modern Warfare 3. I know, I'm kind of annoyed. I'm less concerned about like the Modern Warfare 3 like season and more about the fact that I'm missing the Modern Warfare 3 integration with Warzone. That's what I care about. Like, I don't care so much about Modern Warfare 3. I don't really play multiplayer most of the time. Like, if you notice, all my streams that I did on Modern Warfare 3 were all zombies. So I don't really feel like playing multiplayer. But yeah, I'm missing the Warzone integration with Modern Warfare 3, which is kind of a pain. Yo, what's up, Soul Reaper? How we doing? How was the work trip? It was not too bad. It was a lot of work, a lot of late nights, a lot of traveling, not a ton of sleep. But you know, we did everything. We accomplished everything we were trying to do while we were there. So that's kind of the important bit. I hate that these say like, oh, your warranty on your fan is voided if you take this off. Like, sorry, but it looks terrible. There we go. If I slide it around, then I might be able to kind of hide it better. See, now you can't even tell it's there. Well, you can kind of tell, but mostly you can't tell it there. Tell it's there. The new fork knife is... No, I don't want to play fork knife. Fortnite is not my style. I literally have not... I mean, I've played a handful of games like while testing computers and stuff, and I was always just like, meh, not a fan. Plug it in that way, or that's probably fine. I know what you mean. Should be interesting to see how it is after. Yeah, me too. I'm definitely interested to see how it feels after they integrate it. Shark Knight definitely won't be installed on your PCs. Mine either. You have a lot of games or game content coming this week. Avatar game the day before. The day before looks really interesting. I only saw like a very, very short clip of it, but I was like, ooh, that looks like a fun game. Co-op mode for Medieval Dynasty and the GTA 6 trailer. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. Shark Knight. Shark Knight. No, Shark Knight. Sorry if you guys like Fortnite, I just don't, so. You're welcome to have opinions other than mine. I won't even tell you you're wrong. Somebody else might, but I won't. Alrighty, this is our DDR5 CL36000 RAM. Don't know if that's what I put in the description, but that's what's in here. CL36000, total of 32 gigs. It's gonna be plenty for any sort of gaming, streaming. You can even do some video editing with that. Be pretty good. Okay, all of our RAM is in there. That's basically our entire motherboard, nice and set up. Oi, Mr. Rednek. What's up, Uncle Bud? How we doing? All right, let's take a look at this. This is our case. I'm gonna see if I can find a nice little fan to throw in the back because we've got plenty. Get just a little bit better airflow out of it. Not really that important, but you know, why not? You didn't like Fortnite, but then I started playing it with your kids and you started liking it more? That's fair. All right, so we got one extra fan. Let's take some case panels off here. New season feels more my style, but the kids aren't liking it at all so far. Really? Interesting. What do they not like about it? I honestly, like, I know nothing about the new season of Fortnite, so I just know that it is a thing. Like, the new season came out, but I don't know anything about the changes they made or anything, so. Okay. Got this out. This is the Thermaltake S200 RGB. So it comes with 3 addressable RGB fans up front. There is room for a couple of fans on top and a fan on the back. We are only adding a fan on the back because we did not charge for any extra fans. So 1 free fan seems like enough, you know? Yeah, the work trip was okay. It was long. And it's like 2 full days out of the 5 are just traveling, so. Getting from like a smaller regional airport to another smaller regional airport, it's just not fast. Okay, I need to move some of these guys around. Traveling is almost as exhausting as the working. Oh, for sure. 100%. I would say for the work I do, it's probably more exhausting. It's getting more technical. You can do attachments on weapons and a lot of other things feel more like COD now. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm still worn out from it. I had to get up at like local time, 2:30, or yeah, like home, like my home time zone. I had to get up at 2:30, drive for 2 hours to get to the airport I was flying out of, and then landed around 6 p.m. And then we had that gala thing, so I literally went straight from the airport to that, and then had to, yeah, was there for a few hours and then finally like went home and eventually went to bed. It's a long day. Don't think I've recovered from that yet. Getting up early sucks. It does. Especially when it's hard to get yourself to go to bed, you know? You're working and traveling and stuff. It just like, it makes going to bed on time just is difficult. All right, now we got all of those in the right places. You've got a 4 terabyte Gen 4 M.2 SN850X. So now I can get rid of a bunch of smaller drives and just keep your 2 terabyte and the new 4 terabyte. Oh, that's awesome. It costs you less than the 2 terabyte did. Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that crazy how much prices have gone down on M.2 SSDs? Like the Gen 4 stuff that I'm buying now, like not like when I'm buying like the, you know, some of the little bit slower older Gen 4 SSDs, they're like 50, 60 bucks. It's like those were like $100 like a year, within the last year. Maybe a little longer than that, but still like within 2 years they went from being over $100 to being $50, $60. Crazy. I feel you, Farman. You'll be working late and can't come home and just go to bed because I'll be all wound up. Can't come home and just go to bed because I'll be all wound up and then have to be up early for work again. Yeah. I bet during certain parts of the year, especially or while you're farming, is really tough. Okay. I know, it's very nice. I mean, granted, it doesn't really make up for the fact that a bunch of other stuff has gotten significantly more expensive, like RAM and motherboards and, or sorry, not RAM, like GPUs and motherboards and stuff, but that's okay. You win some, you lose some, I guess. technical question. Is there a downside to having no HDD storage and only SSD? No. SSD storage is by far the best. I don't use that HDD storage in anything really these days. Like I put like a 4 terabyte SSD in that height Y70 build pretty recently, but like that's the first time I've used a hard drive in a long time, and that's only because we also had, it was a 2 terabyte, 4 terabyte, 4 terabyte all SSDs, and then we also threw in a 4 terabyte hard drive. Now I just want to get some RGB fans for your giant case. What case do you have? Okay, there it is. No, I mean, a hard drive is just a different form of storage. Like it's the same basic thing of like what you're trying to do as an SSD. It's just a spinning disk versus SSD is solid state. But for all intents and purposes, like the reason why you have it is the same. You're just trying to store your data, you know? A hard drive is significantly slower than an SSD as well. Like, it's gonna make your, you know, if you have it as your boot drive for your operating system, like it's gonna make the operating system slow. It's gonna make everything feel kind of laggy. So, yeah, I would not recommend using a hard drive for any sort of primary data storage. You're welcome. Fractal Design Meshify 2 XL. Ooh. I used to have the Fractal Meshify, I think C or whatever. Like that was the very first PC I ever built for myself. Yeah, having a lot of room and like good airflow is so nice. Okay, got that. Let's get it plugged in. Okay, so we got our front fans up there, rear fan installed. Finally some good content. Let's go, Poppy. How you doing? All right, let me get rid of these extra bolts that we don't need. And we're gonna get lazy Susan out here before we forget about her. You had the Meshify C in white before? Nice. Yeah, I had it in black. I also had a pretty minimal, like pretty much no RGB build in that one as well. I don't do a lot of RGB for my own personal computers, typically. Just cause like I don't ever have them somewhere where I'm looking at them, you know? All right, that feels pretty good. Okay. Got our power cables there. Let's start with HD audio. I know, big surprise. I'm sure you guys never would have guessed that I was gonna start with HD audio. No RGB for the win. So we're gonna think about booting up some Forza. Ooh, that sounds fun. All right, where is Lazy Susan? Woo! Okay. Around. USB 3 header is way down over here. Oh wait, we don't want to plug that in until we plug in our front panel connectors, because otherwise it'll be kind of hard to do. You thought you bought a new Silverstone case for almost $100 just a few months ago and so low quality. Oh yeah. I don't think I've ever built a Silverstone case. Like I didn't know if they were good or not, but like most of them, I just don't know too many people using them and stuff, so I just never bought one. I never really saw one that I really liked either, but then again, I never really did much research on them. It's kind of funny though, because I mean, Silverstone was a huge name in PC components and stuff for a long time. All right, come on. I hate these separated LED pins. Okay, there we go. I'm glad a lot of computer cases are going away from the individual 2-pin front panel connectors and just starting to give you the whole thing as a single connector. It's very convenient. Wouldn't fit the 4080 without cutting some parts of the case out, which he was fine with, but your buddy wanted to buy the case on me. Okay, so you bought a new one. Got it. Susan's looking good. She's looking pretty good. She's got a couple, you know, color scrapes and stuff here, but other than that, she's doing okay. She is doing okay. Oh my gosh. So many cables. She's just getting broken, that's right. Okay. Let's do our RGB for these front fans first, if we can. Also, if you're in here on Kick, we have Lazy Susan emotes. So, you know, if you want to just throw a couple of those around, you're more than welcome to. Why is my phone going crazy? A bunch of people have been reaching out on Twitter, I guess. Okay, no problem. No problem. Okay. There's that connected. We gotta connect this one. Those feel pretty sturdy, but we're still gonna give her the old electrical tape. If I can get it unstuck from itself. There we go. Where'd you go? There we go. There's one. Here's the other. I was really thinking about switching over to Kick. Just trying to move a community to a different platform is a pain. Yep, I understand that. I was on Facebook for 3 years, and switching over, I mean, still is probably not very much of my community made it over, but it's okay. We kind of formed a new community, I guess. Okay, got that. Now we need to connect in these front fans to each other. Let's get 2 of those in there. The third one right there. Reach this down here. Build a table with flush, lockable, built-in Lazy Susan. Ooh. That would be pretty cool. A built-in Lazy Susan. As long as you like make it to the right size, and then maybe come up with a way to kind of like have some sort of gasket or something so that stuff can't fall between the Lazy Susan and the table. That'd be killer. I'd buy that. What's up, CA2? Okay, so all of those fans and the RGB stuff is all connected. Realistically, we can get some power cables and our power supply out here. But first, well, we don't want to do too much cable management right now, do we? Yeah, let's just get our power supply out here. We've got the Seasonic Focus 750 watt 80 plus gold. It's a great, great power supply. Can't go wrong with Seasonic. This thing didn't have to have a good seal around it. Yeah, in some fashion. Even if it's like a brush seal rather than like a full-on like rubber type seal. Even something like that would be kind of cool. Okay. Get our cables out. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've been on the wrong scene this whole time. You guys haven't said a word. You guys have just been letting me build where you can't see anything. You guys are the worst. Literally, nobody said anything. What are you guys doing? Are you guys even watching? Y'all just listening to me talk at this point? Just kind of listening while watching football? Gotcha. That's fair. Can't believe it took me that long to figure that out. Okay. So we shouldn't need any SATA power. I don't think we need anything from that bag. Okay, got motherboard power, PCIe, we're good there. I think we only need one, but I'll grab two. And then CPU power. We're good. Okay. Get rid of that. I saw it, but it's your stream. Do you want? Say something! If you see something, say something. Don't let me look like an idiot. You can at least mention it and be like, hey, is that on purpose? Because chances are it's not on purpose. I'm on PC so I can see the little screen just fine. I thought it was on purpose too. No, I usually try and switch back and forth. I really only use the down-facing camera for like a short bit at the beginning usually. Okay. CPU check. GPU power, check. Another GPU power. Have I just intimidated you all into not saying anything about my stream? Too worried I'll lash out at you? Okay. Motherboard power, check. All right. That should be all we need. We gotta go that way with it. You thought it was intentional too? No, guys. It's not intentional. Not dum-dum. There we go. Get that through there. Now we gotta scooch it up. Perfect. When do you think you will get to my build? As soon as I get back from my family trip. Unfortunately, I don't think everything is going to be here before I leave on Wednesday. So it will be the following Wednesday when I'm back and able to build it. It's the problem with surprise work trips. I wasn't able to plan it around my personal trip that I've had planned for a couple months. He sold it to me, my bad, bro. Oh man, he wasn't supposed to know. Quick poll, did anyone leave the stream because the camera was wrong? No one worth knowing. Okay, there we go. Got all that. Yeah. So as soon as time to quit, go full-time, community doesn't wait around. Bro, I wish I could go full-time. I need to sell a lot more PCs before that's a possibility though. If you didn't know, my day job, I'm an engineer. I've been doing that for almost a decade. And yeah, it pays pretty well. And yeah, I'm not quite ready to give up that sort of money on a business that yeah, does not pay that well. You know? You could build 40 hours a week, you think? Oh, you mean like if I had enough PCs to build? No, right now? No, I do not have. I mean, I stream every build. So if that's like what you're curious about, like how many builds I'm doing, I stream every build. So like I'm doing, usually just like 1 to 3 a week on average, I would say. Granted, this year has definitely been tougher, just with like everything with the economy and whatnot, but yeah. Okay. Oh, like how many exactly do I need in order to go full time? Like how many builds do I need? Honestly, oh, frick. How did I get like a piece of metal stabbing me in there? Ugh. Realistically, well, actually, I've changed my prices and stuff since the last time I calculated that out. Let me do a quick calc on my phone. Let's see. If I sold 10 a week, let's go with 10 a week. I just don't remember like what my average profit is anymore. Let's look at just like the couple of ones I quoted today. Okay, so let's leave it like that. Times 10 a week times 52 a year. Okay, so 10 a week. Like if you completely ignore insurance and all that other stuff, 10 a week might get me to about the same salary I'm at now, but then you got to think that I'm like paying a bunch more in taxes because I'm self-employed. I don't have insurance anymore covered in that. I don't have all the things. So like even 10 a week at my current profitability, I guess, doesn't even really cut it. I would probably want to aim for more like 20 a week. Or I mean, just get better profitability. Which if I start putting out numbers close to that, having better profitability would be a lot easier because I'll be able to get wholesale and do things like that. But it's like Halloween candy is supposed to have an adult check it first, and that wouldn't happen. Yeah, the other thing too though, because I'm doing a lot of this as well, is like I'm trying to get monetized on YouTube. Obviously I stream here, I'm monetized on here, but I'm like, trying to film and make good quality content on YouTube to get monetized there, so that I'll have the PC builds, I'll have YouTube monetization, I'll have monetization here on Kick, and like finding other ways to bring in money so that, you know, at least even if like there's like a slow month for PC sales, like I still have, you know, some sort of baseline of money coming in from content creation, you know. Gary, what's up, man? What type of engineer am I? My like degree is mechanical engineering. These days I work for a company. We make high voltage batteries for like commercial vehicles. So I spend a lot more time on like electrical and like software type engineering stuff these days. But like my bread and butter is like mechanical thermal type stuff. I heard you could have built a couple more PCs to sell if you wouldn't have bought that poopy phone. Oh, you mean like built PCs to like not to order and just try and find somebody to sell them to? Because every time I do that, it never turns out well. If you build more, you can maybe get some wholesale stuff going though. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the plan, is I need to get more sales coming in so that I can get wholesale stuff. I'm not just gonna build just to build, because that's really expensive, and like I don't want to take that kind of risk, because then I end up with just a bunch of freaking PCs that nobody wants to buy, or I have to sell at like a loss just to get them out of here, you know? Don't want to do that. I even stopped like supplying all of the stuff for like the ones on my website, like even though they're pre-configured. I typically don't stock all that stuff on hand either, just because it's for the same reason. Like I did that with my old signature build, and then I just had, you know, stuff laying around for months and months, and I couldn't change what was in the build because I already had the hardware sitting there, you know? It's tough. It's not easy. It's not easy being at this size, where like I want to grow, but there's certain steps I just can't take yet. PC parts change fast, so be able to hold much. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to hold a bunch of stuff on the shelf, and I've had to do that in the past. Like GPUs, like we kind of had to do that when I first started building, because otherwise you just couldn't get like your hands on them, you know, being my size, fast enough, and so you couldn't do build to order. You couldn't like do the build to order on the GPUs. I pretty much had to like buy GPUs up front and say, okay, here's what I have available. And back then, I mean, people were pretty understanding of that because the GPU shortage was very real. Oh shoot, did I take the wrong one out? I did. I forgot I had a micro ATX board. Unless you find a supplier that will allow you to exchange stock. Yeah, that seems really unlikely. Given my size and, you know, amount of quantities and stuff I'll be buying, I just don't see that happening. Having it as a side gig's not bad. It's really not bad. I just really want to get to the point where I don't work for anyone else. I don't know that it's gonna happen directly from just like the PC building and stuff, which is why I'm also like trying to, you know, do the content creation stuff with YouTube and get ads there. You know, we bought a rental when we came here. You know, finding other ways to kind of reduce our monthly living costs, so maybe we can survive on less and you know, leave my job someday. Just booted up Forza with your 3080 and 5700X or 5800X at 1080 Ultra, only getting 45 frames, and I can see through the track. Ooh. I mean, Ultra setting seems unnecessary. I bet you if you got like a 5800X 3D, you'd be grooving. you know? To be moving and a grooving. Yeah, I mean, my engineering stuff is very fulfilling. It's very cool. You know, sometimes it's fun, but it is, again, you know, it's a job where I'm working for somebody else. So, you know, I don't get to make my own hours and do the things that I want and that I really, really enjoy. Like, I have some level of autonomy and, you know, being able to make the job what I want it to be, but nothing like owning my own business, you know? You just lowered everything and running a lot better. Yeah, I mean, running at Ultra is pretty wild, so. But yeah, running like a 5800X 3D, I bet you would let you run. I mean, honestly, I guess it depends on if you have a 1440p monitor, but like with a 5800X 3D, you should be able to pretty easily play at 1440p. It's hard. It's so hard to go down in income, expense-wise. You get so used to it. Yeah, exactly. And that's why, like, we've tried to, like, that's why I'm trying to come up with other ways to have income, like rental properties and whatnot. So that's a big one that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and just, you know, got to have the money and stuff set aside to be able to do it. So we've got the one that we live in, like we live in our duplex that we own, but I want more. A 3080 won't run 1440? Oh, it should easily run 1440. That's what I'm saying. But the CPU is probably what's holding him back. I don't know what RAM he has either, but that CPU definitely cannot keep up with a 3080. Out of here. Yeah, go. Using one of these very valuable Seasonic cable ties. Only got a 1080 monitor. I know the game is new, but I'm surprised it's struggling to load parts of the track, even in medium settings. Interesting. That 5800X, man, it just seems like at times it just really underperforms for what it feels like it should be capable of doing. I call that good. Let's make sure that back panel fits on real nice. Seemed to go on pretty well. Might have the game on an HDD. Oh yeah, that definitely is a problem. Okay, back went on well. I don't see any bulging or anything, so that's good. Let's check out the inside now. That could be a little tighter. That's better. Just like that. That looks pretty good to me. What do you guys think? I love how confident you are with that water next to the PC. Oh yeah. I get thirsty, man. Gotta drink some water. DK, what's up, man? Appreciate the welcome back. It's good to be back for a few days at least. Heading off to visit family in a couple days, but you know, have to get this build out of here at least while I'm here. All right, well, oh, that's what we need to fix. Need to fix that thing there. I need to fix this RGB cable for the CPU cooler. Okay, I gotta take this back panel off. Gotta fix that. Does that give you anxiety, Poppy? Okay. That's what we needed to do. Let's get this RGB cable routed to the back as much as possible. That. And we can tie that down. Oh, not ho. Civic Type R, Subaru WRX, 5.0 Mustang. Like, which of those three would I choose? Personally, I probably go with the WRX just because I like it. I think they look good. I used to have a Subaru Legacy all-wheel drive, like 6-speed manual. That'd probably be my choice. I don't know that it's the best of the three, but that would be the one I would go for. Yeti bottles only. Yo, what's up, Turtizzle? How we doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Picked my first car in Forza. Hey, let's go. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. I tightened it too tight and it slipped off over the connector that I was trying to hold down. Try again. Are those really those are the first cars you get in Forza? I'm trying to remember I think, what was the last game that I played that was like that? Like Need for Speed kind of game? I feel like it was some little tiny French hatchback or something. It was not a good car. All right, there we go. Tortizzle, how we doing today? A Peugeot? It might have been a Peugeot. I just don't remember what it was. I just remember it being this little like light blue, horribly slow car. A little hatchback. I just remember it being awful in every way. That was the car you started with. Yo, what's up, Bunts? How we doing? I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm a little tired. We're here. We're making it work. I feel like that was the first car on the earlier Gran Turismo. Yeah, it might have been. It might have been an earlier Forza game. All right, y'all know what time it is, right? Do we know what time it is? It's time to put some fire emojis in the chat so we can turn this baby up. The Alfa Romeo. Maybe. It's been, y'all, this is like, we're talking over a decade ago, so I'm not gonna remember exactly what it was. We're talking a long time ago. Like it came with like my Xbox 360 or something back in the day. Yes, Poppy's got the fire emojis. Bunce has been following for 4 months. Good Lord. It's a long time. Yo, if you're on YouTube, let's see some fire emojis in the chat so we can fire up this PC. Bunce coming in with the fire. My wife coming in with the fire emojis over on YouTube. Who else? Who else we got? Well, we get some mood lighting in here. Tortizzle coming in, Gary coming in, Richard coming in. All right, all right. Do we think that's enough? Do we think that's enough to get this thing going? Fire it up. I think we should fire it up. Did you say wife for uninterested spectator? Maybe. Maybe. That might be Mrs. Rednek. You never know. Could be an imposter. But last time I checked, that was indeed Mrs. Rednek. It's hilarious. I know she made it back back when I was testing out like Twitch, I think. So that was her Twitch handle. And yeah, she stuck with it. Uncle Bud came in. I'm glad I waited. There we go. All right. Let's fire this one up. This is going to go to Mr. Purple Haze's community. Someone in that community is going to win this as a new PC. How about that? That's a good looking little computer. All new components, like Gen 5, or like brand new like generation stuff. We got 7000 series CPU, 7000 series GPU, both from AMD. DDR5 RAM, got a B650-M motherboard, and this nice case from Thermaltake. And of course, can't go wrong with the Seasonic power supply. Plot twist, Forza was installed in your SSD. RIP! All right, that computer is done. I think it's time. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's time? Do we play some games? Or do we sit here and put software on the computer? Okay, that bottom fan isn't spinning. I thought one of them was disconnected and I couldn't find it. I was like, oh, I thought this last one was supposed to be populated. And sure enough, it was supposed to be populated. Hey, come back here. But I don't know where that one went. Don't know where it went. Don't see anything in all these clumps. Wait, there it is. It was technically sort of connected, but not quite. There it is. Now it's really connected. There we go. Okay, it was plugged in. It just wasn't fully plugged in. Like it had gotten kind of half pulled out of the connector. You were playing zombies last night and you glitched through the map. Oh, dude, that happened to me. I glitched through the map partially, like underneath a building, but I was in a spot where my teammates were able to pull up in a vehicle, and then I was able to get into the vehicle. It's crazy. It would have been the only time I wouldn't have been able to extract from zombies. And I've played a lot of zombies. Speaking of which, do you guys want to sit here and hang out while I put software on this brand new computer, or should we play some video games? What do you think? What do we think? Oh, it says you're 2,500 meters below everything. Oh, I got stuck in a spot where like the building that I was like inside of was at like a higher elevation, and then there was like a tennis court thing just down below and over the side. So there was like a second like floor, I guess, at that height of the tennis court. So I fell underneath the building, but then I was in like a room in there. It was weird. I haven't heard, no one said one way or the other if I should play zombies or if I should install software. One for games. There we go. Got 1 vote for games. Oh, 1 for games, 2 for software. Well, what do you vote, Turtizzle? Bunt says games. I need to get some, I'm gonna get some Mio. Because I've got it back here. Then you guys can joke around about me drinking pee-pee water. When I come back, I want there to be at least like 4 votes so that we can make a decision here. Can't expect me to make decisions on my own. Dealer's choice. Yeah, you guys are the dealers, not me. Install software, your wife just got home? Well, that's different software, Gary. So we got 1 for games, 1 for software, 2 for games from Bunts. Can you install software while playing? Not really. So we've got 2 for games, 1 for software right now. Yeah, I can't really, I mean, I can kind of like move back and forth, but for the most part, no, I cannot. Right now, looking like we're playing some games. What happens if it's a tie? I'm probably gonna go sit down and play games so I don't have to stand up anymore. Okay. No one else votes. I'm gonna go sit down and we're gonna play some games. All right, I'm gonna start moving stuff over. So if you hadn't voted already, then it's probably too late, General. It's probably too late. Gotta put your daughter to bed. Have a good one. Enjoy playing the games. Vote for what? If I should play games right now, Hatfield, or if I should put software on this computer? You gonna leave it on this camera while playing games? No. It's not a tie right now. Right now it's in favor of playing some games. Games for the win, boy. Software can be handed off to some to some extent. Okay, games it is. Games it is. My wife was wondering when I was coming home. It's not now. Oh wait, she was watching the stream. Shoot. Okay, we gotta get this camera up here. Out of here. Just gotta move all my stuffs around. I think my wife just texted me. She's like, how dare you? Oh, never mind, that's somebody else. Never mind, she wasn't the one texting me. Like, wow, that was fast. Okay, let's, oh, I need to bring my thing back over here. I'm sure you said it was 2-2. Well, Hatfield also said games now, so. Poppy says both. If I did both, you wouldn't be able to watch me. You wouldn't be able to watch me putting software on it just because of the limited number of capture cards for my cameras. You could see me standing back there, but you wouldn't be able to see what I was doing. So that would be the downside. If you're okay with that, I guess we can do that. And I can continue maybe using this Rode mic. Maybe? Maybe? There's this battery. There it is. Sorry, I can't read your guys' comments for the moment until I get those two windows moved over. Okay. Let's see here. What did I do with my mouse? It's over there now. Jeez. We're losing it. We're losing it. By it, I mean our mind. Okay. Did enough work for one day. Obviously, chat doesn't pay attention to what's on screen anyways. You're not wrong. Chat's not paying attention to what's up there anyways. What if I just told you I was still working on software and I'm just really playing games? Would you even know? Would you even know? Probably not. Okay, let's see. Okay, I gotta stay on this for just a second because otherwise you won't hear this microphone. All right, so we are going to, for the games, be switching over to just Kick because YouTube, I'm trying to be very, I guess, making sure that the algorithm is nice and tight and only focused on the PC building part. So I don't want a bunch of other stuff showing up on YouTube. I just want it to be the PC building. So we're going to end the stream on YouTube, and then we're going to only stream on Kick for the remainder of the night while we play some games. Okay. So if you're on Kick or if you're on YouTube right now, head over to Kick. Come hang out with us while we play some games for a little bit. All right? How does that sound? Oh, Call of Duty's updating. Oh, it's only 2 gigs. We're fine. It's only 2 gigs. Have you on my side monitor while working on your others, but I'm giving you some mean side eye. No, I'll take it. I will take it. Okay, let's get my chats on the monitor where I can read them. Over there. Squeeze that one down. Like that. Okay. All right, YouTube folks, I'll see you over on Kick, all right? You guys have a good night. Okay.